I have a problem. I've spent over 1,200 hours in this game. I'm going to turn my problem into your solution. With the time I've spent in Nox, I will help newer players learn the game. After you do the tutorial, the first thing you need to do is figure out the mechanics of the game. So you'll load up Vanilla PZ. The first thing you'll be greeted with are sandbox settings. After choosing sandbox settings, you will be presented with professions and traits. These make up the base of your character. We will be going over the basics of both categories, but future videos will go in depth into the professions. On the left side of the screen, there are professions. There are several professions which are essentially useless in my opinion. They are useless to me because you are able to either easily obtain the recipes via magazines, or give easy to level skills, or they are too late game to be viable, helping you survive the start. The most useless professions are doctor, nurse, farmer, electrician, mechanic, and metalworker. Doctor and nurse are very similar. Magazines have their recipes, and the first aid skill is nearly pointless to level. The farmer might be good at growing food, but growing food doesn't exactly help with killing dozens of corpses so that you can have the place to grow food in the first place. Electrician is pretty pointless since there isn't a robust electronic skill, and you can find how to use generators somewhere in the world. Metalworker can help with car maintenance, but it doesn't exactly help you kill zombies and also doesn't do anything to help you get a car to maintain. Mechanic is great for cars, but you still need one electronics to hotwire a car. Plus, you are still able to take amateur mechanic in order to get all the recipes, or you can find the magazine somewhere in the world. Mid-tier professions are fire officer, park ranger, construction worker, carpenter, security guard, chef, burger flipper, repairman, and fisherman. These professions are all decent choices depending on your playstyle. The most notable of these are security guard, chef, burger flipper, and fire officer. Security guard gives you night owl, which makes you need to sleep less. Chef and burger flipper allow you to make more food right off the bat, making use of all the ingredients you'd find that would be rotten after a few days. The extra cooking skill allows you to get more nutrition out of your meals, extending your food supply greatly. Fire officer will give you one level in the strength, fitness, sprinting, and axe skills. It should be obvious why it's good to get an increase to XP gain and starting level here. For guns, you'll want to either take Police Officer or Veteran. Veteran gives you the Desensitize perk, and is the best for the gun skill because of it. Police Officer may give you better spawns closer to a gun stash, but gives less skill, and doesn't give Desensitized. In my opinion, the top 3 professions are Engineer, Burglar, and Lumberjack. Lumberjack gives a large damage bonus to axes, and you can move faster through the woods. Burglar allows you to hotwire cars from the start. You also make less noise and are less likely to break a lock. Engineer will give you a ton of recipes for explosives which cannot be obtained anywhere else. Engineer is a high-level profession which I recommend only once you've gotten a handle on the gameplay. On the right side of the screen we have traits. There is an extensive list of them, so we will only go over the ones you shouldn't take and why. The ones you shouldn't take are Speed Demon, Sunday Driver, Weak Stomach, Prone to Illness, Unfit, Very Underweight, Obese, and Weak. Speed Demon and Sunday Driver are two opposite devils. Sunday Driver will leave you stuck in the mud in a horde of zombies. Speed Demon will make sure you crash and die on the highway. Weak Stomach will give you a chance of food poisoning when eating. Food poisoning is a pain to deal with, and healing involves eating more food, which gives you another chance of food poisoning. Prone to Illness will just make sure that you have a cold throughout half of the year. That is, if you don't die from zombies or increased infection chance. The extreme sides of each of the weight categories have extremely bad effects on your fighting capabilities. They're both pretty tough to come back from, too. You're either starving your character or eating all the food in existence. Unfit and Weak are both bad since strength and fitness are two of the toughest skills to level. Getting -4 points in either one of them will really hinder your survival. The rest of the traits are dependent on your playstyle and what kind of character you want to play. When you are done selecting traits, you'll want to make the optimum Kentucky resident. If you want to expand your trait list, I personally use more traits. It gives a ton more options, but is not really recommended for servers that take things seriously. It has several game-breaking traits, but it is still fun to use. There are 4 traits that you should not take in multiplayer servers: Martial Artist, Scrounger, Made of Glass, and especially Battering Ram. Battering Ram will kick you repeatedly from the multiplayer server. If you like quality of life mods, Better Lockpicking allows you to lockpick locked trunks, doors, and cars. You'll need a bobby pin to lockpick or a crowbar to break the lock. You'll also need the magazine to learn how to lockpick, or you can gain the knowledge from the burglar profession, which only makes it better. Both mods mentioned in this video have been listed in the description. Because this video covers Vanilla Project Zomboid, it is filmed in solo. I host my own PvE Project Zomboid server with a high zombie population count. Discord is linked in the description. Server information is in the Discord channel. Good luck out there and Godspeed.